Tonight on Season Pass.
Happy Valentine's Day. Our gift to you. Highlights from this past week around the Concho Valley. Wall battled Jim Ned for the top seed in District 6-3A, and the Central Lady Cats begin their playoff run with a tough game against El Paso Montwood. All the action from Babe Diedrichs and Jim coming up shortly. We also have the latest from the Angelo State Rams and Bells. All this and more tonight. Season Pass starts right now.
Season Pass is sponsored by Kent Elliott Roofing.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Season Pass. I'm your host, Ryan Reynolds. What a week for local sports in the Concho Valley. Better yet, what a strange week in general. I just think that's a better word. From the do not use water order to start the week to the poor travel conditions and snow, forcing schools to postpone games. It was a busy 7 days, but we're here to recap you on all the action. Starting on the hardwood with high school basketball. Girls basketball wrapped up the regular season last week with 12 Concho Valley teams punching their tickets to the playoffs. The boys are also getting ready for the postseason. But before we get into that, let's check in on the latest rankings from the TABC. Starting on the girls' side, the Wall Lady Hawks jumped 2 spots to number 19. Mason handed San Saba his first loss of the season. They were rewarded with a jump to number 7. In Class 1A, Very Best and Robert Lee stood their ground. The Lady Falcons stayed at number 4, while the Lady Steers remain idle at number 20. In Taps, the Cornerstone Lady Lions stayed at number 6. And then over on the boys' side, Erie County is the only Concho Valley UIL team in the rankings. They're at number 22. And then in Class 1A for Taps, the Cornerstone boys also find themselves in the rankings. The Lions dropped 1 spot to number 5. Like I mentioned, the girls' regular season for high school basketball came to a close last week. And what would a finale be without some fireworks? 19th ranked Wall and number 14 Jim Ned met at a neutral site to determine the 1 seed in District 6-3A. That neutral site is Robert Lee. Playing host to this one, who will get that gold ball and that top seed? Lady Hawks playing catch up in the 4th. You can't allow passes like that if you want to win a district title. Alexis Espinoza with the bucket. Jim Ned up by 10 later. Wall responds. Caitlin Stevens takes it to the cup. That makes it a 6-point Lady Indian lead, and they close it down the stretch. 2 minutes to play. Claire Graham, the driving kick to Ashton Garner, nails the triple. Jim Ned is the 1 seed out of District 6-3A. They win 42-32. Here's head coach Kevin Richardson after the game.
Well, I thought it was a tough game. I thought both teams kind of left it out there, and both teams fighting like crazy, especially in the first half. You know, you just have to go and kind of get back to practice tomorrow, let this kind of burn overnight, but then when you step on the court tomorrow, you got to be focused up on the task at hand and not let this one linger past tonight, quite honestly.
After a few postponements, Wall and Sonora are scheduled to meet in the bi-district round. The game was originally supposed to be played at the Janelle Center. Right now, we don't know if that site will change heading into the week. We're still waiting for more information regarding a date, time, and location. The poor weather conditions postponed 7 bi-district round games for Concho Valley teams. The Central Lady Cats were one of 3 lucky to actually get their bi-district game in. They hosted El Paso Montwood on Friday in Class 6A Region 1, and it wasn't an easy game by any means. Out to Babe Diedrichs and Jim. This one got started late due to official travel. First quarter, Jules Perez dishes it out to Layla Young. Lady Cats get the first basket of the game. They actually just scored 7 points in total in the first half. The Lady Rams answering back here. Ruth Sodpis shot is off the mark. That's Alyssa Rodriguez with the cleanup. Montwood up 6-2. Second quarter, they get more points. Lauren Valteriera left alone in the corner. Lady Cats, they caught fire in the final stages of the half, though. Deandra Allen gets the friendly bounce. She scored a game-high 13 points as Central would come back to win this one 25-21. Lady Cats are moving on to the area round, and they will face a familiar foe. Central will battle North Crowley on Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. in Eastland. Weather pending, of course. The Lady Panthers bounced Central last year in the bi-district round. The Lady Cats looking for revenge in that one. Head over to ConchoValleyHomepage.com for all the latest regarding game updates. Coming up on Season Pass, Cristobal began its run through the Class 2A playoffs, and there was a huge game with district title implications at the Life Church. All this and more when we return.
A sewer backup? It's not fun. So call the professionals at Roto-Rooter. We provide complete drain cleaning and plumbing repair. An emergency service? It's our specialty. Backups happen, and Roto-Rooter can clear the traffic jam. So as soon as you notice a slow drain or a tub that's backing up, call Roto-Rooter at 325-949-2708 because all of our plumbing customers are essential.
Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Buy more, save more. During the fantastic 4-day sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 fantastic days to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. With the best selection at the lowest prices guaranteed, it's the perfect time to design a new living room, dining room, bedroom, and mattresses. Check out doorbusters while they last. Or get free gifts with qualifying purchase. Plus 7 years no interest and free shipping. But don't wait. The fantastic 4-day sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
Hi, I'm Mike with MGB, Mike's Gold Buyers. Gold and silver prices are terrific, which means more money for your gold, silver, and diamonds. Come to MGB and you'll say,
I sold gold and I like Mike.
On Avenue N by Angelo State.
It's time for President's Day savings at Trend Furniture with 4 years no interest and free delivery. Plus, anything in stock, have immediately. No waiting, no ordering. It's all yours and ready to go. We have new shipments of mattresses, new exciting sofas, new exciting sectionals, and much more arriving at Trend Furniture. It's all exciting and new and ready to be in your house right away. No ordering, no waiting, with 4 years no interest and President's Day savings. Trend Furniture across from Sunset Mall, 4002 Wellington.
We are asking people to describe Golden Chick's amazing deals in one word.
Delicious.
Yum.
Feed the family with 9 pieces of Golden Chick legs and thighs and family mashed potatoes for just $10.99.
Golden Chick.
Welcome back to Season Pass. Cristobal, like every team, has seen its fair share of ups and downs this season. The Lady Cougars were number 25 in the TABC rankings at one point this season, but injuries and long road trips hindered Cristobal down the stretch. However, with the playoffs starting, anything is possible for the red and white. Coleman-Cristobal, 2A by-district round matchup. Let's pick this thing up in the second quarter. Kelsey Willis drives, stops, hits the jumper. Blue Cats take a 1-point lead. Cristobal responding, though. Allison Vaughn, the cross-country star athlete, pokes the ball free, coast to coast. Lady Cougars back in front, and back in force we go. Blue Cats turn. Missy Brockner knocks down the J. Coleman back in front by 1. Then check out this moment. Abby Allen drives to the corner, banks it off the glass. That's her 4,000th career point. Awesome achievement for her, but Cristobal would continue to answer back. Callie Montalvo to Michaela Eoff. Lady Cougars took a 1-point lead in the third and never looked back. Cristobal wins it 48-39. Lady Cats are by-district champs. They also capped off the regular season with their 3rd straight district championship. Here's what they had to say about the regular season.
Me and Coach were talking, you know, there's schools around here that don't even know what a district champion is or haven't experienced one in 10 years. So the fact that I've been able to be a part of 3 is just a blessing.
Coach always preaches you got to star in your role, and so many people have stepped up and actually done that, and that's why we're here today.
I think that, you know, how you do anything is how you do everything. And so when we teach these kids how to be champions, then it carries into every single sport. So I'm a big believer that winning's contagious, but I guess more than that, I think it's a product of who you are every day.
Cristobal will take that product into the area round where the Lady Cougars will match up against Ropes. Date, time, and location for that one is to be announced. Ozona taking on Wink. This is the tiebreaker for 3rd place in District 7 2A. First, Autumn Smith drives in and lays it in. Wink is up by 6. Now in the second quarter, Katie Ramirez finds Savannah Bell. She's going to line it up. Knocks down the 3. Lady Cats up by 12. And the Lady Lions, they're going to respond to that, though. Valeria Garza goes for the second chance jumper. It's in. Lady Cats still up 9, though. The Lady Lions would continue their comeback attempt. Shelby Galindo with the jumper. Arizona trailed by just 5 at the half. So let's go ahead and see how they did in the second half. Why don't we? Wink came out hot. Bell Her shot is off the mark, but Nautica Mills cleans it up. Ozona made it close towards the end, but Wink comes away with the win, 52-48. So that means the Lady Lions are the 4 seed. They'll take on Colorado City in the 2A Region 1 by-district round. That game was supposed to be played in Garden City last week, but the weather had other plans. We'll keep everyone updated as more details are announced. And then over in 3A Region 1, the by-district game between Ballinger and Coahoma was also postponed. They'll try and make that up sometime this week. Brackett and Mason will also attempt to play their by-district game in Class 2A. All details for that one are TBA. And then Eden and Blackwell have rescheduled their by-district matchup 4 times. Here's the latest info for that one. The two will meet in Winters on Tuesday at 4 p.m. Let me tell you, Erie County and Santa Ana were really determined to play their by-district game in Class 1A. The two met in Winters on Saturday. Lady Hornets moving on 41-20. They'll face Buena Vista in the area round. And speaking of the area round, Very Best and Robert Lee, they had a bye in the first round. We do have updated area round information from those two teams. 4th-ranked Very Best will take on Ira Ann on Tuesday at 5 p.m. in Garden City, while number 20 Robert Lee will meet Rankin at Lakeview High School at 6 p.m. That one also on Tuesday. A lot to keep an eye on for girls basketball, especially with all the schedule changes. Turning our attention to boys hoops. Wall, TLCA, Ballinger, and Jim Ned made District 6-3A a thrill to follow this season. However, the title came down to Wall and TLCA Tuesday night at the Life Church. The district championship on the line, along with bragging rights between the two rivals. Wall won the first meeting. First quarter, Javon Everett starts the scoring off. He's going to drive it in, finishes it with the nice acrobatic lay-in. TLCA up, but this one would go back and forth all game. In the second quarter, Jacob Richardson drills it from the wing. Hawks led by 4 going into the half. Second half now, TLCA came out fired. Sterling Harding from deep. Eagles take a 1-point lead. Wall, they come right back. Jack Duncan drives and finishes, and one for the little guy. Then Everson Armstrong getting in on the action. Buries home the jumper. And then how about the big man? Tate Williams finishes it at the cup. Wall back in front. Time to regroup for TLCA. They call a timeout. Fourth quarter, a quick flurry of buckets for the Eagles. Drew Sherrill in the corner, bangs it in. And then on the other end, Armstrong responding with a 3 of his own. This was a thriller at the Life Church. Everett gets the drive and finish. Wall up by 3. But the Hawks defense would lock it down, and they closed it out on a run. Armstrong off the inbound. And why not one more from the big man? Williams gets the bounce. Armstrong and Williams both scored 14 points in this one as Wall is district champs for the 7th straight season. Hawks take it 44-33. District 11 1A, 22nd ranked Erie County hosting a Blackwell. IC up big in the third. Trevin Kofel off the glass and in. He scored a game high 29 points. Erie County up 76-39. Blackwell kept fighting in the fourth though. Devon Clower gets it to go. He also scored 29 points. What a year he's had for Blackwell. A little later, make it rain Parker Connor. He made 13 of 16 3-pointers just 2 weeks ago. Gets another one there. Kids taking pictures of the scoreboard because guess what? IC just broke 100 points. Jordan Harrison caps it off with a step-back 3 at the buzzer. IC had 3 players score 20 or more points. They get the win 104-53. Central taking on Friendship in Stanton. First quarter, Matthew Cooper intercepts the pass. The half-court heave to Brandon Campbell. Acrobatic finish at the cup. Cats up 4 a few possessions later. Campbell showing what he can do. Open in the corner, drains it. Central still in front. Now in the second, Cats trailing by 2. Raven Ortiz out in transition. He's going to tie the game up at 31. But Friendship opened the second half on a 12-4 run. Jeb Smallwood, he's going to throw it up, count it, and one. Central falls 69-55. The Cats wrap up the regular season on the road at Odessa High. 2 more scores before we go to break. From 6-3A, Ballinger gets back on track. They pick up a home win over Merkel, 68-41. And then the next game, Sterling City, they picked up a huge win over Robert Lee. That is not Merkel, it's Robert Lee, 71-19. Coming up on Season Pass, the Concho Valley coaching carousel continues to spin. Central and Junction both named their next head football coaches. We'll hear from them after the break. Stay with us.
With the opening of our second location on Sherwood Way, we offer families a selection of the location that best fits their needs. Serving the Concho Valley with 4 locations: San Angelo, Grape Creek, Robert Lee, and Bronco.
Finding the perfect pillow can be overwhelming. So many cheap pillows out there. Are you really getting the quality and support you need for a great night's sleep? That's why Denver Mattress turned to a neurosurgeon.
I've been recommending Doctor's Choice for 20 years. And while finding a great mattress is important to a healthy restorative sleep, you also need the right pillow. The Doctor's Choice pillow by Denver Mattress is the only pillow that I use and recommend to my patients.
So follow the doctor's orders with a Doctor's Choice pillow. Packed with hypoallergenic down alternative microfiber and made in the USA at our very own Denver Mattress Factory, the Doctor's Choice pillow provides the ultimate neck cradling comfort and support. And for a limited time, when you buy one Doctor's Choice jumbo pillow, you get the second free. That's right, 2 pillows for only $69.99 plus free shipping. And every pillow comes with our 365-night better sleep guarantee. Shop in-store or online and get your Doctor's Choice pillow today. But hurry, this offer won't last.
Hey, what are you doing up this early? Enjoy a savory McGriddles paired with a $1 small premium roast coffee.
Listen, you can't price them like that.
Yeah, boss, this is way too low. You can't do that. What do you expect us to do?
We can't do it. All right, I'm ready to face them. You ready?
Get a 2019 Volkswagen Golf, or a 2019 Nissan Rogue SV, or a 2016 Nissan Pathfinder SV. Your choice, just $15,922.
Jim Bass Cars and Trucks. Shop 24/7 at BassBunch.com.
Welcome back to Season Pass. It was a shock when Brent Davis resigned his post at Central after 12 years. But the Bobcats, they have their next successor. It's not much of a surprise to the angry Orange faithful, though. After spending 16 seasons as an assistant and 2 weeks as an interim head coach, Kevin Crane finally gets his opportunity as the next head coach of the Central Bobcats.
Our new athletic coordinator, head football coach at Central High School, Kevin Crane.
A new era begins as Central hires the 27th coach of Bobcat football.
It's truly a dream come true for me, something that I've dreamed about doing my whole life, something that I've waited patiently to achieve.
Crane has spent the last 12 seasons at Central High, all under former head coach Brent Davis.
Well, I just think the continuity of the situation and just keeping it rolling, what Coach Davis has started. You know, I was here from day one, and we got to build this program to what it is today, and it took a lot of hard work to have the opportunity to continue and to try to make it better by putting my stamp on it. You know, I think that's kind of what it boiled down to.
Now in his first head coaching job, Kevin Crane is prepared to lead in a community he's come to call home.
I think the last time I checked my phone, I had 116 text messages this morning. So I've had a lot of people reach out to me. I've had a lot of people approach me over the last 10 days wishing me good luck. And that means a lot. Really does. To know that you've made an impact in a community and you have the support of the community, it's really important. You know, the uniqueness about San Angelo is that we're vertically aligned. We're all on the same page. We're all pulling in the same direction. It's a great day to be a San Angelo Central High School Bobcat.
When the offseason got underway, Junction was the first team in the Concho Valley to have a head coaching vacancy after John Contrusi resigned after a 5-5 season. Now, after a month of going through the searching process, the Eagles have found their guy. Comanche defensive coordinator Scott Freeman has accepted the athletic director and head coaching job and was approved by the school board last week. Freeman has spent the last 3 seasons with the Indians. He's a defensive mind who's getting a chance to be a head coach for the first time in his 11-year career. This was his message to the Junction community.
I just want them to know that they're going to get one of the hardest working coaches out there. I'm not going to, I'm not going to be outworked. The kids are going to always represent Junction with class. And we're going to get after it. We're going to have the motto of tough people win. And I firmly believe that. It's kind of what I've had throughout my career. If you have tough kids and they buy in, you're going to be fine. And so that's what I'm going to be preaching to the community and the kids. When I went down there to interview, I just fell in love with the town, fell in love with the kids and the administration, and it's a good football town, and that was big for me. They've had some success last couple of years. It seemed like a really good place to start my AD career.
Buy more, save more during the fantastic 4-day sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 fantastic days to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, plus 7 years no interest and free shipping. The fantastic 4-day sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
When water damage strikes, we're the ones to call. Service Master by Texas Best does it all.
At Service Master by Texas Best, we know how stressful extensive flooding or fire damage can be. That's why we're here, ready to answer your call whenever you need us most. We're available 24/7, 365 days a year. So when you're dealing with an emergency at your home or business, you can count on us to be there and get the job done right.
Texas Best is Texas Best.
It's time. It's time for you to focus on your dreams. Our world is changing every day, but our commitment to you doesn't. Howard College knows that graduating is more than just about earning a degree. No matter where you start or how you finish, we're on this journey with you. With additional scholarship and financial aid opportunities available, your dream is affordable. Are you ready? We're ready for you.
The most important thing in the Chevy Equinox is not forward collision alert or automatic emergency braking. No, the most important thing in the Equinox isn't any of the advanced safety features we've put into it. It's what you put into it. Chevy Safety Assist, standard on every 2021 Chevy Equinox.
Get a $4,000 cash allowance on most 2021 Equinox models. Plus, current competitive owners get an additional $750 cash allowance, and eligible GM card members can use an additional $1,000 in bonus earnings toward their purchase.
It's the fantastic 4-day sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, or get the Summit Firm for only $189.99, plus 7 years no interest and free shipping. Hurry! The fantastic 4-day sale at Denver Mattress ends Monday.
Welcome back to Season Pass. The top-ranked Angelo State Rams were supposed to play their baseball home opener last week against Arkansas Fort Smith. But yes, like everything else, weather forced the teams to postpone the 3-game series, which means the #1 team in Division II baseball will have to wait another 2 weeks before they have a chance to play in front of the Ram faithful at Foster Field. We caught up with ASU head coach Kevin Brooks before practice to get his thoughts on not getting to play.
You know, I'm like a 8-year-old kid when it comes to, it's raining outside or cold or for whatever reason we can't play. It makes me really sad, so sad about it. But also, hopefully the game will be made up later in the year, and if so, I'd a lot rather play in 70 than 27. And then also, you talk about the crowd stuff. That is a huge thing that we have. And obviously, with the weather, the crowd was not going to be big. But that was a great thing about going to Tyler this weekend. It was packed, and it was all Angelo State fans. So we don't ever play on the road.
Staying with baseball, Angelo State catcher Nick Zaganowicz was named the Lone Star Conference Hitter of the Week after posting a .556 batting average, hitting 2 home runs and driving in 6 runs against UT Tyler to open the season. The senior helped the Rams win the 3-game series against the Patriots, where they outscored the opposition 26-4. The Rams will return to action on Friday with a 3-game road series against Oklahoma Christian. The Angelo State Bells soccer team kicks off its season on Wednesday against a team that bounced them from the LSC tournament last season, that team being the Lubbock Christian Lady Chaps. It's been a while since the Bells suffered that heartbreaking loss to LCU in a penalty shootout. With no fall season, it's been a while since Angelo State has taken the pitch in general for a regular season game. Now back to work. The Bells are ready to change their preseason rank of 6th in the LSC and shock everyone, even with a shortened schedule.
That was a while ago, but also keeping it in the back of our minds, knowing that we got to show up to every game and play every game like it's our last.
You've got to be able to stay focused in training for that week. And then the other part is there's so few games that before you're like, we made a mistake. There's a second one, but there's plenty of games. There's 18 games to play. Now there's not.
I think it's definitely extra motivation. It's always kind of cool to be the underdog and show them what we can do, because I think we're definitely capable of being a lot better than 6th.
Bell's volleyball jumped up to number 3 in the latest national poll, and they kept their unbeaten start going this week with back-to-back sweeps over Lubbock Christian. The individual performances are shining as well. Junior Caitlin Gilbreth has been named the LSC's Offensive Player of the Week. She notched a double-double in match 1 against the Lady Chaps. Yes, those still exist in volleyball. She had 11 kills and 11 digs. She totaled 25 kills in the 2 wins. Her teammate, Lindsay Ledyard, also received conference honors. The senior was named the LSC Setter of the Week. Ledyard totaled 65 assists in just 2 matches against LCU. 32 in match 1, 33 in match 2. She averaged over 10 assists per set. The Bells now sit at 6-0 this season. They'll have next week off before returning home to face UT Permian Basin on February 23rd. We have one more segment left for tonight's show, and it's a big one. Next on Season Pass, we announce our Player of the Week. Stick around.
This is the new Ergo Smart Base from TEMPUR-PEDIC, and it responds to snoring automatically. So no more nudging your partner or opting for the couch. Because the Tempur Ergo Smart Base is our first system that detects snoring and automatically adjusts to help reduce it. Your best sleep, all night, every night.
And right now, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Dinner with the Drakes tonight? Alexa, ask Buick to start my Encore GX. 4 fillets.
You know this dinner's for their
kids. Thanks for watching them.
Where's the pizza?
The Buick Encore GX. Get $3,500 purchase cash on this 2020 Buick Encore GX. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get an additional $750 allowance.
Visit Mitchell Buick GMC in San Angelo.
Welcome back to Season Pass. With all the postponed games, it was tough to decide this week's Player of the Week. However, one student athlete stood above the rest. Angelo State senior setter Lindsay Ledyard earns this week's honor after lighting up the stat sheet against Lubbock Christian. Ledyard helped the Bells to 2 wins over the Lady Chaps. She recorded 65 total assists and averaged over 10 assists per set in those 2 games. The senior was named the Lone Star Conference Setter of the Week for her efforts. The Bells sit at 6-0 this season. They'll return to action on February 23rd at home against UT Permian Basin. Lindsay Ledyard is this week's Player of the Week. And before we wrap things up, the high school baseball season is around the corner. And if we want to be technical, the Wall Hawks baseball team is still the reigning 3A state champions. A quick history lesson or the logic behind that. Wall won state in 2019. And since all of the UIL sports were canceled last spring, a new champion wasn't crowned. With all that being said, the Hawks came in 8th overall in this season's Diamond Pro Texas High School Baseball preseason rankings. Wall was 9-3-1 before last season came to an end. They have 8 starters returning from that group, including seniors Cannon Brooks and Bryson Ballard. And that pretty much wraps up this episode of Season Pass. You can check out all of our content on ConchoValleyHomepage.com. If you're traveling tonight, please, please, please be careful with the weather conditions and keep an eye on our social media pages at KLST Sports on Twitter, KLST News on Facebook for all game updates in case for postponements. We'll be back. Good night, Concho Valley.
Closed captioning for the hearing impaired is sponsored by the Law Office of Rick DeHoyos.